안녕하세요. 헝가리 와인 이야기입니다. Hello, I'm István Medvic from Liszt Institute Seoul, and this is our new episode of Hungarian Wine Stories. Since Tokaj is probably the most well-known wine region of Hungary, and Tokaj is famous for its dessert wines, we thought today we'd introduce something sweet. Patriciusi is one of the most defining wineries of the region. They have been established by the Kékesi family, and even today they are owned by the Kékesi family. The owner is Dezső Kékesi and his daughter Katinka Kékesi. In fact, today's wine is called Katinka, probably named after her. Ancestors on both paternal and maternal line of the family were well established and known vineyard owners from as early as the 18th century. They owned prosperous vineyards in the Matra and the Tokaj regions. The 85-hectare Patriciusi consists of 8 premier cru vineyards that are situated around 5 villages. The estate is based in Bodrog-Kisfalust in an ancient press house that has been renovated by the family. You might remember from one of our early episodes that there are 6 grapes that are grown and allowed to be grown in the Tokaj wine region, 3 primary grapes and 3 secondary grapes. The 3 primary grapes are Furmint, Sárga Muskotáj and Házlevelű, and the secondary grapes are Kövérszőlő, Kabar and Zéta. Patriciusi, they grow 5 of these 6 grapes, they only don't grow Kabar. As for the wine itself, it is a noble late harvest from the 2017 vintage, a very strong vintage by the way in Hungary. As I mentioned earlier, it is named Katinka, probably after daughter Katinka Kékesi. It is a blend of Furmint and Házlevelű, 12.5 degrees alcohol and hopping 129 grams per liter of residual sugar, and we will give it a try. As for the wine, the harvested grapes were picked during the late harvest season, and the grapes were hand-picked. They are ripe, overripe, and partially botrytized berries. The harvested grapes then were fermented in stainless steel tanks, and after that matured. Half of that amount was matured in oak barrels for 4 months, and the other half in stainless steel tanks. And very, very rich nose. It's lots of apricots, apricot jam, quince, yellow peaches, some vanilla, acacia, orange, lots of orange zest, orange jam, beeswax, some honey without the sweetness, very rich nose. The palate does not disappoint, it follows the nose. It has the same amount of richness, but due to its high acidity, it's very light, almost weightless on the palate. Those 129 grams of sugar are not felt at all, so it's dangerous addictive, very, very delicious. Some really nice minerality as well. Really long finish, nice creaminess towards the end. very nice wine. Another good thing about this wine is that compared to the wines that we introduced you in our early episodes, this one can actually be purchased in Korea at one of the hypermarkets of the country. Even the price is pretty reasonable, and if you want to try Patriciushi's dry Furmint, that also can be purchased at the same hypermarket at very reasonable price. So if you are curious about this and would be willing and would like to try it yourself, you have the chance to do so. Thank you for today, and we'll see you in our next episode. Bye.